banger. I don't know if we'll get a banger on that level in this series, but hey, the last time these two teams clashed in Split 3, it was a bit of a banger. As we head into the draft here, that Yunara gonna be taken off the board. So again, you know, that new flavor, that new hotness that everybody's been playing that is still at least a little fresh, not gonna be here.
Okay, I'm very out of touch with the meta. I'm gonna call this draft perfectly from the first minute. Okay.
Meiko.
Not sure what the last ban is gonna be, but it's a Kai'Sa B1. They're gonna first pick the Kai'Sa. This has always been the case.
All right, let's see. I'd be surprised if they did, to be honest with you, because we have seen a lot of priority around these junglers, and people are just blinding Trundle. I think it's kind of ridiculous.
Wait, are we back? Hang on, I was a disgusting Trundle main for my entire competitive career, as short-lived and winless as it was. Are we back?
Bro said, I want you to put out the word that we back up.
Am I logging back in? Dude, I used to love...
Bro is logging in as we speak right now. He said, hang on, guys. I'm queuing up. I don't need to cast this
okay.
game.
Oh, it wasn't B1 Kai'Sa. It was R1 Kai'Sa. My bad.
It was R1
Oh,
Kai'Sa.
what are we going to pick now? Rakan? What are we going to pick? Oh, we're going to pick Jarvan here? We're going to pick Orianna? What are we doing, dude?
We're going to pick our other dive buddy, Wukong.
Oh, we're going to pick the other one. Someone's going to pick Orianna. Someone's going to pick this. Someone's going to pick Corki. Someone's going to pick Rakan,
oh my god.
probably.
Bro is so right. All right, hold on.
Wait, are we back? Is Annie also
Annie?
priority?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
What has happened? Is the game gone?
Listen, bro. I can't even say this is the power of Fearless, right? Because it's game 1. But, like, Annie after her buffs, you know, getting that extra magic penetration just as a passive percentage every time she ranks up her ultimate. Yeah, bro. Yeah, every time she ranks up her ultimate, she gets 5% magic pen.
She does need that, to be fair.
True, and she has been pretty darn good. Her lack of range at times and her inability to roam without dropping CS has been a bit of a problem throughout her stay, but she's been good. We are on a new patch, and Kiana's real strong right now, mostly focused in the jungle, but apparently her mid lane win rate is kind of high right now.
Gosh, I mean, Aurora daring today, bro. Look, actually, I'm kind of locked in now. There's a Trundle on the screen. I used to do the whole, it was like 3 points Q into Emax Trundle, the Nidhogg special. That thing was crazy. That gets you far in life. And I can't believe we're in a world where you can first pick Trundle. Also, what happened with first pick Trundle? Is this surely not a Kindred? Is it like, I know that's like more of like Milky's pick, but that's like the day one counter, right?
Yeah, bro. Listen, that ain't it. That ain't it in this world. That ain't, none of these champions are it in this world. Kindred's your single solitary pocket pick, and that's really about it. So we're seeing the second half of bans come through, already trying to get rid of some of these safe AD carries because FPX, they want to dive. And if I'm IG, I'm banning out some of these dive supports. You know, Rel going to be pretty good here. Heck, anything that can go a little deep will be solid.
Yeah, I mean, the wall is pretty big, right? Like, you have the Scion and the Trundle, and it's like, you have to be a little careful. Like, something like Rakan actually isn't going to really get through those quite well. He's kind of just going to get bopped. Just being able to just have the physical body of a Scion throw down his Q. But also, like, the pillar, if you're goated, and let's assume that if you're on IG, you're probably okay at the game, you can disengage quite a lot with that. Like, you know, we're not seeing the Rel here, because, like, you can just pillar it. Let it be known, the most generational pull I've ever made in my life was casting, like, 3 years ago or something. It was, like, when Rel was, like, just coming back into peak meta, and I just mentioned on cast, I'm like, dude, someone needs to bust out the support Trundle as a pick to this. Like, that's the pocket. That's what's going to get us through it. And then, like, 5 hours later, I get a DM from one of the players. He's like, hey, man, great cast. As always, you know how I do. And he's like, I was watching it back. We've been labbing the Trundle as a Rel counter. Like, we didn't do it today for reasons, but, like, it's good. And I was, because no one had played Trundle support for, like, years, I was so vindicated. I was like, I am the best to ever do it. So
I've been scarred by Trundle support personally.
Farmed.
It's been tough. I've been personally victimized by it all the way back in season 4, actually. I got victimized by former curse support elements in a competitive game that was not fun. We're going to see the Ambessa get locked in here into the Scion, so the Scion can disrupt her a little bit and make life a little hard in the lane, but with the Scion in the game, always liable to have a lane swap and have him go into the 2v1.
Are we still doing that? Didn't that get popped? Oh, you just mean later on. You don't mean like the level.
Yeah. Like within, like, you know, after like 5 or 6 minutes, usually first back, something like that. Want to go set up for grubs and get a, you know, a 2v1 up top.
Dude, it's not looking great for FPX right now. Because I think this is just your standard front-to-back goated teamfight from IG. The Rakan, if that gets locked in, it does a nice job because it can go in, it can go back, it's very flexible, right? And that's kind of what you want as a front-to-back team, you know. You need to be able to pull the trigger, which you can do with the Yanni, you can do with the Sion, but at the same time, you kind of need to be able to slow things down. Having a flexible Rakan is always sick with it, but don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. I just said you're going to get pillared.
Vindicate me, vindicate me.
You have an armor passive, you're just giving him 3 points. He has no one else to ult, so like you are kind of just giving him 3 points. You're going to hit your aftershock, you're going to go down to minus 20 armor, you're going to get pillared, you're never going to hit and engage in your life. You're going to jump in, you're going to lose all your armor, you're going to get pillared, and then you're going to get 2 hit by auto Q. It's a horror. Oh no. Look, the Trundle's not support. Why don't you tell me how you really feel? The Trundle's not support, so Jwei can maybe do it in lane. That's fine. Because, hey, the Rel versus Rakan in lane is okay. But the problem here is, like, for FPX, this is a dive comp. But you don't have the big dive. Like, Ambessa goes in on her own. She's going to get, like, one guy. She just disrupts it. It's weird. Because it's not an engage. There's not really CC. But it's not really an assassination because she might not even kill the guy. But it's kind of just like fake CC because you're a distraction, right? Which is basically how Rakan works as well. You are a distraction of sorts. But the problem is that, you know, if you have the Aurora, you want someone to actually bring some CC. If you have the Kai'Sa, you want to be able to dive in, but that's off someone else's CC. And the Wukong is a little bit too short range. So if you put like Kai'Sa and Wukong together with like an Ornn, well, hey, we've got something going. I feel like it's all just a little bit too short range here, and it's pretty easy to get kited and pillared. And FPX may never get that dive that they actually want.
I tend to agree with you. I think that a lot of this game is going to be on IYY specifically because he's going to have to take really creative angles in this game in order to try to get to this backline. You can't just walk up to these guys, right? They're not going to allow it. Sivir, if they are in any danger, Sivir's going to pop her ultimate. They're all going to run away. Half the time, if your engage is a little half-hearted, well, they're going to absorb it initially with this Trundle, with this Sion, and then they're going to run you down with the Sivir. I think the big thing is trying to do whatever you can to make sure the Sivir cannot be relevant in the game. If you give her a little bit of space and you're not doing a whole lot by the time you get to the mid game as FPX, you are going to have a bad time. We are heading on to Summoner's Rift here for game 1 of our best of 3 series, the first series of the day between IG and FPX. Let's get it.
So wait, so why is Trundle a first pick? I assumed there was some big
strong
buff.
champ. Strong champ.
My goat, so true, but like there was no buff or anything. People just out of, because I know there were like, there's been like a lot of champions who've been like pushed into jungle recently, as Riot love to do every so often. Shout out Silas. I miss Silas jungle. Hopefully it's better now. But like, it really is just a yeah, we just forgot this one was good angle, or
yeah, I mean, I always get a little perplexed when I see it come out first. I think this champion is just absolutely absurd into certain champions, and obviously here you're going to get a lot of value out of, you know, hitting the rel, as you mentioned, you know, in extended skirmishes with IYY. Once you're level 6, you know, you'll get there too. So we did see that ward get put down, as FPX will know exactly where Jwei is going, but the question is, will they actually be able to do anything with that knowledge?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's a lot you're getting done. Like the Trundle's not going for that crazy, you know, he's not doing a level 3 gank or anything. There's, I mean, I guess if you're a cheese mastermind, you might be able to go for just like buff to buff invade. But you probably have to start on the red for that one as well. It's just nice to have a bit of intel, but realistically, I'm thinking this is just a full clear angle from both junglers, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised at that. And I'm not really expecting too many fireworks in many lanes either. You know, down here, it's going to be kind of chill. Obviously, FPX are going to get poked down a little bit. The bouncing blades do a whole lot. Kai'Sa's not super strong early, even with her best pairings. The one thing is, you know, we could see in the mid lane maybe IYY do something, or if Kara pushes up too far because, you know, the Aurora has the range advantage.
I mean, that was a hefty amount of XP lost down bot. I think it was 2, maybe 3 creeps taken away from FPX there. Maybe Jwei picked up
He's down about half a level right now. So that is always rough. He's down 10 CS as well. It's not the greatest of starts, but again, it's just something that you expect. And, you know, maybe we'll see some of that disruption come out from IYY a little bit later. Sheer just hanging around. Again, you know, we mentioned that Sion can really put some pressure down on Ambessa. I mean, it's probably still better than a 2v1 for your Ambessa, though. Is I'm gonna see. True. Yeah, being down that much is a bit problematic. We're going to see heal get burnt here by Meiko just to make sure that Gala can stay in lane and really continue to oppress this bot lane. I mean, we saw JiaQi just come back, and now he's down to about half HP again. And, you know, with IYY on the top side, I mean, help is not coming. We do have Dragon up in 10 seconds. I do wonder if, you know, what prioritization we're going to see. I imagine that once IG is done here in the bot lane, they'll probably head up top.
Am I back? Am I in?
Are you in? I don't actually know. Let's
in what
go.
world
He's back.
do I turn off my webcam and that cuts audio from my mic?
We love tech.
How?
Technology is the greatest thing ever until it doesn't work.
Technologia. Oh,
we're going to see Jwei start up this dragon, but he is going to spot out IYY. He'll just take a bite out of the clone, but he looks like he's going to beat him with a club.
Deep here.
And that's slow. That's slow from the Hextech Drake. Actually clutch.
Kind of put in some numbers, but presumably at some point you get collapsed on there. I was wondering if this was the plan, you know, seeing Jwei start top, an early Drake solo coming out from a Trundle, especially when you have this kind of bot prio. I thought that Ivy stopping to, or IYY even starting in the top side would sort of, you know, dissuade that, but not really a lot that you can do about it, as even Tibbers makes an appearance down here, and that is going to be their first dragon going on over to IG, making our way towards the first stack of any feats today.
Very good stuff from them, using a lot of this early power. And, you know, for FPX, we talked about it. It's going to be the level 6 show for them, right? It's IYY who's going to need to step up and, you know, use this Cyclone and find these creative angles while his team is strong. The only problem is JiaQi is a little weak right now. I feel like you have to play around Care a whole lot. In a minute and 30 seconds, we could see something like that happen.
Surely not. I mean, yeah, JiaQi has a Ko and Gala has a BF sword, but let's not say he's weak. You know, he's scaling, bro. Would you
like me to say he's very weak? I can do that.
He's coming out of his shell. Oh god, the Ko's actually been picked up by Gala as well, so that's a horror. Truly, there's nothing going on in the bot lane for JiaQi, but you know, you're playing Kai'Sa, you can scale, right? Surely.
Yeah, you just have to hope that you hit your critical mass before the Sivir does, right? I think that is you know, one of the biggest problems in this particular game, right? This means that you're going to have to feed JiaQi some kills or really find a way to kind of get him even on CS. And given the fact he's down here against a level 6 rookie who has Tibbers coming up soon, I don't... Level 7
scary.
Now. This is not
bro,
good.
What are we doing?
JiaQi,
why are you there?
Okay, he's got his cleanse, but, bro, this is... You can't cleanse death.
Tibbers?
You're dead.
Oh! The flash...
Tibbers
what are we doing up here, bro? JiaQi, you're far up. My god. I was about to start saying about how this was actually good, because, like, okay, JiaQi just gets to chill, solo lane, solo XP. That XP adds up for the, which is actually kind of helpful when you're playing Kai'Sa, because, like, passive shenanigans, I think, for the attack speed. Not too sure. But then he just gets solo boloed. And that's the first blood going on over, which is neat. Actually, it's not a feat anymore, is it? But it's a stack towards a feat.
You know what the worst thing they ever did was? When they changed it back to be first to first to 3 kills, not giving the gold back on first blood. It's still only 300 gold. What are we doing? Crazy. It's so absurd. We needed to give that gold back. As IG have started up these grubs, IYY, as well as the bottom lane of FPX looking to collapse, but Rookie's on his way. Remember, he still has that ultimate. As they want to monopolize these grubs, IYY is stuck in the back of the pit. The subjugation is on him.
And that's free.
FPX looking for a way in, perhaps. I think this is ill-advised, Dacdo.
Big smite.
Yeah, but it looks like they'll be able to get all 2, I should say, out of 3 for IG. Is a nice stun onto Care with the knock-up and the charm, and they do not care. He is dead. It's a second kill for IG.
I mean, we can't be walking up towards the trundle. It's a little dangerous. You see Ivy just gets stuck in the pit. He's forced to W out. That's a grub going on over. Jwei playing it very close, not smiting the second one, but does manage to secure it, and then he picks up the third as well. So that's all them stacks going on over. Very, very nice. And once again, yeah, stacks towards feats. Pick that up, pick up a kill. We can all be pretty happy with that. I have an insane nitpick, but I bring it up every time because it is worth noting. I don't know if it's still bugged. It used to be bugged, and then they fixed the bug, but they didn't actually fix the full bug, so it was still like half bugged. If you are playing ADC, go and hit the Drake or the Grubs once. You will get a full stack of your Legend Rune. It used to be that you would get like, it was bugged, and you would basically get like, I think you got like 2 stacks for fighting. You're only meant to get 1 from like all 3 grubs, but instead you would get like 2 or 3 from all 3 grubs. And I'm just saying, if you're ADC, because Gala, he didn't hit the first one, he hit the other 2. But I'm just saying,
I'm furiously taking notes right now.
One
if this is still a thing,
just gets you like 4% attack speed or whatever it is. Like, just go do it. Just hit it once. It's fine.
Dude, this is what's gonna get me into diamond. Thank you so much. I'm gonna take that into my solo queue games, my bro. Very much appreciate that.
Drake.
We do
just
see
go hit it.
FPX trying to slide in here and cause problems for Rookie, but there's a lot of wards down on this bottom side.
Oh,
see Care showing.
They fixed the bug partly, but you still, the first one, you still get it.
All right, Meiko just saw IYY recall here. Rookie still has no idea that Jwei is here. This could be problematic, except they've turned it all around on Care. And Jwei said, yo, bro, I'm sorry. I am out of here, my friend. Trying to say, wait, Care, bro. Care, what are we doing, bro? Oh, no, it's a disaster. Jwei is forced to flash away out of the play. Oh, man, look at his face, dude. He knows he did wrong.
Bro, ooh. It doesn't, because he was running away. He was walking away, but then he goes back in. It doesn't make any sense, but that's kind of how it works.
Oh, bro, that's so brutal to see. And we see Gala trying to kite down and avoid IYY at all costs. This next dragon is up. We are seeing a recall come out of Rookie here, but a teleport if he wants, and it looks like he will head down to the bottom side with a recall coming out of Jwei. It looks like IG will be able to claim the feat of monster slaying here and secure feats. All right, hold on. Right. Public execution on TheShy. Doesn't look like it's actually in threat of a kill, though.
I have to be a little... Actually, I'd say let's be careful. We don't. He's got TP and he's cleared out the way. He's fine. See, I mean, is there an angle here the IYY is going to dive? Oh, they just cancelled the recall? Oh, okay. I was like, yeah, surely we're not diving in when he gets back. The Drake is secured, as are those there feats. Sheer, you need to crash that wave very quickly and actually cancel. Oh my god, Shy cancelled his own recall.
All right, let's see if TheShy can hold. He did burn the flash here. He will go down.
Oh, that's big brain.
Oh yeah, hold on, he's chasing down IYY. Hold on, he got the movement speed on TheShy. Oh, he's so close. But IYY will escape with his life. Don't know if we could say the same for Jwei because he is very, very slow when he's off his horse and he's getting beat to death by a big thunder stick. As he will fall.
Oh my god. I'll say that's, tell you what, maybe this IOI guy's also up here for a reason. Smart move. Only needs 1 stack of the ult, and then saves the second one so that the clone can knock up TheShy when he goes into that zombie form. That's pretty big. That's what gets him out alive. So, keep an eye on these little things, fellas. But bot lane have been pushed on out, and, we've got, even though it's an Annie, it's also a Trundle, and I don't know if you know, but even when he's not in the top lane, that guy's pretty good at taking turrets. So we're going to force that one down there, get a lot of plates, coming on over to both of them. And is that the first turret? Yes, it is. That first turret gold as well. And the lead is only continuing to grow for IG. 3,000 at 13 minutes. You can't really complain about that one, especially when you have all of the neutral buffs as well.
Yeah, no complaints here, right? Gala is getting to scale. He's up about 1,000 gold. Rookie is just diffing care in the mid lane right now. And FPX haven't had that opportunity at any of these objectives to really make that big team play that we were talking about, where it's like, hey, we're going to use, you know, all of our ultimates, and our AD carry might just be there for a little bit of extra damage, right? But they have had no opportunity. And Dacdo, I fear that by the time they decide now's the time to team fight, I mean, IG are just going to be even further ahead than they already are. I don't even know if FPX win a team fight now.
Yeah. That's kind of the issue, right? That it's so hard to get into that position. But that position is your entire game plan, as the red will not be stolen away. But it's like I was saying, before the game even started, you have this dive comp, but you don't really have an actual good way to dive. It's everyone's just a bit too short range. You needed someone with a little something extra, like a Jarvan instead of the Wukong. And because of that, you're not really, because when you're a pick comp, when you're a dive comp, you can pretend you're a pick comp sometimes and use that to catch people out, get a couple of shutdowns if you can find them, just get yourself some breathing room. That's not really something that FPX are going to be able to do in this game, because again, first things first, you have to have map control to be able to get vision control to make those picks. But even if they could in this game, you just can't really reach anyone. You jump on Sivir, there's going to be a Rakan there. You jump on Rakan, he's out. You jump on Annie, you get Tibbers and die. And you jump on the Trundle or the Scion and you don't kill them, you get pillaged, you get knocked up, it's over. So, I'm not sure what the master plan for FPX to get back into this one is, other than just, the world's worst team fight coming out from IG, multiple members just all in the wrong places, and maybe FPX could just 5v1 someone and maybe get, 2 kills. I don't know, but it's a scary one. Oh, it's a big pillar.
Cancel the Drakehound step. He's going to use the public execution, try to kite back and dash back to his turret, but he is out of energy. You can't escape Trundle when he's got his frozen ground. It's his domain. He's too fast. Now FPX on the other side of the map, going to at least take this Herald, unless Tibbers has something to say about it. No, they will be able to secure that. So can they actually do anything with it, is the question.
Yeah, I mean, that's not bad. We've traded one for Herald, and a kill is a kill. That's worth your 300 gold or whatever. But the Herald, that represents infinite possibilities, the Herald could be more. We'll see how they use it. They may not be able to, but there's a world where now, if they make one pick later or someone missteps, oh, we get an extra turret. Maybe we get a turret and a half. It's, I'm going to take that trade if I'm FPX in this situation.
Yeah, without a doubt.
I'm not FPX, but
I do think there's a world where they use it for this dragon, because oftentimes we'll see teams leverage the Rift Herald to go and get a dragon, and right now IG is stacking up pretty hard. We do have 10 seconds until this dragon. We have Flash on IYY, so there is potential for a big Flash Cyclone play. Yeah, your AD carry is down items, but it feels like, again, we've talked about it, you're kind of in desperation mode, but IG are all here. We're going to hop on top of Care.
God.
Ghost Burn from Meiko, but he'll be able to escape.
I don't know the oh god.
No, Jwei walked right into an unwarded brush and got a face full of Tibbers. Rift Herald is going to be used in the mid lane here. We do see a teleport coming in from the Scion. Kara's going to drive this one in and get hopped on. This is a little problematic. Not everybody is here, but Rookie does represent a lot of damage. Kara trying to hop away, but TheShy is sticking on him. Flashes after him, gets the job done. Redemption getting put down as well. Rookie getting the speed up from Gala. IYY forced a flash over the wall, and IG just to have total control of this game.
I mean, it's a horror. The call is we're going to go for the turret because they're going for Drake. This makes sense. You see the Herald getting deployed. But then it's we know they're going for Drake. Why are we walking towards the Drake, lads? Why are we going to the bush? It's not great, for JiaQi there, or Jwei, whoever it were. Somebody's face-checking, somebody's dying. And then it's bad when the Aurora can't run away. That's kind of the whole champion. But I think possibly the worst part of all is just at the end there where IYY has to flash out. Dude, I think if you're IYY, I think you just farm it and die there, because you were saying, like, the Flash Cyclone, I think that's one of, like, the only long-range engages that they have. And you are really going to need that thing. And in 5 minutes, a lot can change. And I think I would rather have had the opportunity to just be able to flash in versus, saving less than 300 gold. And the worst part of this was a 3v5. Like, this,
Yeah.
Sivir and Trundle aren't even here. And that's, like, the damage, guys.
Yeah, it's pretty depressing. I love your wording. Anything can change. I think your wording needs to be a little bit better. I think your wording should be, it could get worse, because I don't know if the Flash's Wukong is going to be able to turn this game around enough. Now, the good news is, we have 1 minute and 20 seconds until Otacon. You and I talked about this before the cast. Otacon is the magnet. We are just going in on Jwei for 0. And we're going to turn over onto TheShy here. He's stuck in a 2v1 for right now. Make it a 3v1 because JiaQi's able to get over the wall. It's not a shutdown, but it is gold all the same. It's a kill for IYY.
All right, there's a bit of money going on over. That's what I mean. Eventually, you put enough people against one guy, you'll get it done. I thought there was actually a world TheShy might be able to walk out, especially when JiaQi doesn't have, like, Gwinsus or something. But we figure out, get the kill. But like you said, it's not really... It's 300 gold. Okay, it's like 500 because of the assist sharing, but, it's not getting too much. It might turn into a turret as well, Sheer picking that one up, but you don't want to be losing your tier 2 turret top, and that's exactly what's happening. We've got too many people here. Let's be clear. We don't need everyone getting involved on this turret. You see, that's 104 gold between them. Isn't it tier 2 turret worth like 600? Why are we sharing it between 4 or 5 people?
Now we got bounties.
Give it to one guy.
We got bounties on mid and bot. Hey. Okay, FPX. I see you making some macro plays. All right, now they're only down 3.5k.
That's fine. They were 3k at 13, so 3.5 at 20.
Yeah, let's see if they can actually get out, because Meiko is on his way. He's going to meet Jwei. He's going to be able to get JiaQi as well. JiaQi is forced to cleanse Flash. But they're still on the chase. IYY in trouble now. Stunned up. He falls Jwei with the big Magnet Storm. Care coming in over the top, but he just don't have the damage. Now here's Ambessa in the thick of things. Timber's getting thrown down. Gala still alive somehow as JiaQi burns away. And then Care, the last one, falls. And IG dust off their shoulders and say, it's all good, baby.
And it was so close, but it also just wasn't. We can get there if we're FPX, but the engage comes onto JiaQi. He doesn't cleanse the charm, so he gets hit by the knock-up, and then after that cleanses nothing and flashes out. It's like, you can cleanse the charm, you can flash for knock-up. Don't do both. See here, like, if you just cleanse the second that charm comes in, because he had the move speed boost from his E, you can probably get out without flashing, or you can just flash it first, that's fine. But then here, it looks like it can turn around, but, like, again, JiaQi's just not really hitting anything. And, he has a right to be scared. But surely at this point, we can get a couple of autos in onto Meiko there. Just get something going. Let it be a little bit safer for the rest of the boys. And then a lovely little knock-up comes through from TheShy that basically cancels the auto that would have killed Gala. But at the same time, I feel like Care's, like, kind of split. He's not really sure, do I want Gala, do I want Meiko? Like, sorry, not Care. Yeah, I get it, okay. Like, he has the options to go for both and can't really decide it. And I don't know, bro. It's there. We just need to lock in a little bit, but unfortunately, that was like probably the best team fight they're gonna get, and 4 of them died, and now it's a 6,000 deficit, and Atakan's being picked up as well.
This FPX game reminds me a lot of what happened to me the other day. I walked out of my house. I walked to my car to go drive, go hang out with my friends, and I realized, oh man, my keys are in the house, and I locked the door. They're locked out, and they were never locked in, bro. Like, it was just impossible for them to actually get anything started. From the first moment of this game, it seemed like it was a total disaster. We do see Care coming in on the teleport, because in 10 seconds, this Mountain Soul will absolutely put the game away. And Jwei just knows, man, the heat-seeking missile right on top of Sheer. And Sheer forced the flash over the wall. He is cooked.
What's the plan there? What are we doing back there? Who do we think we're picking? Who are we assassinating?
That's what Jwei asked him, bro. Jwei said, what are you doing back there, bro?
Dude, now it's a 5v4. We get the Atakan and manage to get down to a Drake in time. Nothing ready to be done. Tibber's zoning the entire team, and that's the Mountain Soul being picked on up as well. And yeah, it's gotten very rough very quick. It actually has been rough for a while, but it's gotten even rougher. They've upped the grit lowered the grit on this sandpaper. I don't know which way around it is, but in either case, that turret's not sticking around.
Now, you asked earlier, what's going on with FPX? Now you know. This. Gestures vaguely to the team. It's been a lot of this, and you know it's quite tough, right? You know, it's very different than what happened in Split 2, because you had 2 more teams in Split 2 in Group Ascent, right? And FPX finished in 8th. They were 6-12 overall, right? And you know, they were not the farm teams. The farm teams were NIP and ThunderTalk. We're now down in Group Nirvana. But unfortunately, when you drop the 2 farm teams, you become the farm team. Now, there are some really interesting caveats to the way that FPX were in Split 2. They managed to win a series against AL. They won a series against BLG. They won a series against JDG, right? These guys were like kind of giant slayers. These were the teams that finished 2nd, 3rd, and 4th in the regular season in Split 2. But it just has not been the same in Split 3. It has been nothing close to the sort, except they still retain the giant slayer gene for beating IG once. But judging by the way this game has gone, I don't think it's going to happen again.
You know, there's a saying I heard the other day in regards to poker, and they say if you don't know who the donkey is at the table, it's you.
If you don't know who the fish is, it's you, baby.
Yeah.
Well, I think they know.
It's you.
If you're 1 in 10,
oh golly!
You have to know.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
We are going for it. At least we're giving it a shot. The wallet diff, though, it's just too great at this point. JiaQi tried to make a certified Kaisa moment happen, and it just ain't happening. Kara gets one on the back end, but IG will ace FPX.
It looked so good for such a short amount of time. There's the big knock-up coming on him. We get the deep engage. Care's coming on through, putting out AoE, but like you say, it's a wallet diff. The damage just isn't quite there. If Ivy can live like a second or 2 longer, if Care or JiaQi can put out a little bit more damage, it's fine, but they just can't get it done. JiaQi, I think I want to say again, maybe a little too hesitant on it. If you're playing Kaiser and you're down like 10k, you've got to start ripping it at some point. But it looks like actually IG are not pushing forward for those inhibs. They could like 2-hit those, but I think they sort of recognize that they'll just get them later, and they're not really going to, because they're going to take these inhibs and then they're going to recall.
Yeah.
So
they'll
why
just get them when they win the game?
Yeah, like you can just get them later. You're in a winning position, and this way you get to take the camps with you on the way out. But look at the engage. You know, it's a good combo from the Whale Rukon. You get big knockups all across the board. You're getting big AoE, but Care's a bit too far away. As a JiaQi, like really could have ulted in. Maybe not with the full engage, but you see there, like, Rookie was on low health throwing out spells for a really long time, could have got. Same thing with, like, Care, it's just a little bit too far back. It's like, bro, you're Aurora. Like, you're kind of supposed to be jumping into the middle of 5 people and then just trying to, like, keep yourself alive. But maybe, I mean, I don't think that they win the fight if they commit harder. I think they just lose it a little bit less hard, and maybe it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and I mean, at this point in the game, you know, you're better off just losing a little less, right? Now, my big question to you is, IYY used his flash in that fight. You think 5 minutes before, if he makes that play, it's if the result is any different? I mean, oh goodness, bro, they tickled Jwei. Jwei is healing off of them. Magnetstorm gonna land. There's double knockups coming through.
JiaQi hit someone,
but it's just not
press
enough.
the right click button.
Oh man, it's so brutal. Poor Sheer. I mean, listen, I would be terrified too. Annie running at you with Sivir ultimate when she's this fed. Is a damn scary prospect, man.
They've used everything already. Just right-click a frontliner for 2 seconds whilst the cooldowns
Oh,
are
no,
gone.
he's dead. Oh, wait, no, he's alive. Tibbers is beating the tar out of him, but he's alive.
See what we doing?
Final push coming in here. Only a couple minions left, but it just doesn't matter. FPX is resigned to their fate. Nice interrupt there. Just padding the stats. Improving the KDAs a little bit. And IG, you can't even call it a mercy kill because we still have a second game to play.
3 kills on the board for FPX. You hate to see it. It's not great. I mean, they had a moment. I mean, just from minute 1, the bot lane is just going atrociously, you know, off how hard those waves were getting manipulated. I guess the question now is going into game 2, you have to think like, okay, do we actually like play around that? Like, are we going to put resources into bot? Are we going to pick something super aggressive? Or do you say, these guys are just better than us? Like, we're not winning that one. Let's lock in Varus. Admittedly, they banned it this time. But we'll say, we'll just lock in Varus, lock in Ashe, lock in Jin, and just be like, hey, I'm a utility guy. Given that I never want to see JiaQi on Kaiser again in my life. That guy was terrified. Give him something where he can just sit far away and throw a bit of utility out. Like... Because sometimes you're in that situation and you have like your ADC or your support's like, we need resources, like we gotta fight these guys, we gotta really put the screws to them, get us a strong lane, and then like everyone on the team knows, it's like, bro, you got gapped. Like, yeah, there's not a lot we could give you like Ezreal Karma, you'd be under your turret like on wave 3. Like, what do you want from us? But the question is like, is it true? Because sometimes they say, give us the resource. You say, fine. You give them like Ezreal Karma, and then they are just up like 6 waves. Is that going to happen with FPX, or are they going to sort of take the back foot? I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I'm not either.
They got to pick one of those options. They got to do something different.
They have to. It's so tough, right? They're playing against Gala and Meiko, who I've just been really, really good here in Split 3. Gala especially. And, I mean, JiaQi is, a solid young player who has had, some issues this year with like team stability, but this game was not a good indication of how good he can be and how good he's played at earlier points this year. But listen, you're going up against Gala. If you ain't a top ADC in the world, you're probably going to lose to a Gala X lane. It doesn't even matter who's there. And I mean, Meiko, we know, a big veteran, has been so good throughout his career. It's a tough assignment for them to go into. So I am with you. I don't think they should be getting any resources. I think we need to invest in Sheer. Now, Sheer's going up against TheShy, who is playing like one of the best top laners in the league. But I believe in Sheer. Did you see that guy this game? Trying so hard to do whatever he could. God, this gold graph is so rough to watch. The kills, everything. All right. If you close your left eye and then you close your right eye, it doesn't look so bad.
It looks okay. All right, I'm seeing the vision. All right.
Are you?
I tell you what, it's kind of.
If you're seeing the vision, that's crazy.
I'm still seeing the blue line going up and to the right. I hate to see it. I really do, but it's kind of burned in there.
No, bro.
I've been saying that we should invest in Sheer since I did the sheep herder quest in RuneScape in 2006. We need those things, or these sheep are gonna be covered in wool, and I'm not getting my 50 GP from Farmer Fred or whatever the reward was. But outside of that, I'm not too sure if we're investing in shit. We have to invest in someone though, right? You hate to
not
see
care.
it. Oh, that was a rough
not
one.
care, bro. And like I don't like bullying players or anything like that. That's not my style. These guys are infinitely better than me, but that was tough to watch. That was a tough watch, and I mean he knew it. We've all done it, right? From the greatest players in the world to the guy in Iron 4. We have all done something like that.
Nah, not me.
And yeah, okay, buddy.
I would never have done that.
Okay, buddy. Yeah, you know what?
I've simply never misplayed in my life. It's been my jungler's fault every single time for the last 16 years.
Jungle diff, right there. You're right.
Admittedly, for like 10 or 11 of those years, I was the jungler. But other than that, it's been my jungler's fault the whole time.
When your jungler is the one who says jungle diff and they know they got diffed, it is pretty rough. I do have to ask you, there's probably a lot of selections here. You got a player of the game for us here? A guess before the LPL makes their votes on it?
God, I mean, it's kind of just a diffy across the board. Like there was, I don't know who in bot lane was responsible for getting that lead. It was a team effort, surely. But that's the sort of the terrifying part about this one, is that I kind of don't, because everyone was just kind of doing their job right and playing the game right, and that's terrifying if you're FPX, because you're like, okay, who do we focus? Oh, all of them. I see. Like, there's, like, what can you do, you know? It's not just much. Like, oh, ban out TheShy, or like, oh, let's just get an early dive on TheShy. It's like, no, everyone was doing it.
Yeah. If I had to give it to somebody, I think I'd give it to Rookie probably. Listen, he got that solo kill on the bot lane on JiaQi, and you just knew that the game was kind of cooked from that moment. I think you could also give it to Jwei. I think Jwei in these fights was just absolutely ridiculous. This guy just ran over everybody early on. It wasn't as flashy as seeing Annie blow somebody up.